number 2 maybe needs a little bit more help. And from the side of Ultra, same old, same old. Yeah. Just keep the strats on point. Even if you're not getting blooded, just play the numbers as best as you can.
Well, Seattle Surge may need a miracle here in Game 5 because, as you mentioned, this has not been too successful in terms of mapping the game mode. Definitely has not. Can Octane start things off positively for Seattle Surge? Unfortunately, no. Classic first blood. Karma there for the trade, though. 4 versus 4, minute and a half still to go.
And Karma is going to be all the way behind enemy lines, and that means the players inside this construction site for Ultra have to be worried about their backs. And, well, Looney's worried about it, is able to find a kill. They still know Karma's behind them somewhere, but Karma not making the play yet, and Looney still hunting for players around this construction site.
Well, that really tells you everything you need to know. So patient from Cammy. Is he going to be a 2-pair of cells? No, he's not. Cammy hunts down Slacked and finds the kill.
And you have another corner gunfight as well. Karma all the way on the flank, over so patient, just waiting for Methods to come around the corner. Does so. And that's going to leave a 2 versus 2. But right now, you just have players on 4 different corners of the map. That might mean Cammy is eventually going to be.
Well, Cammy's just popped that sound. Oh, never mind. And it's gone. Octane with the pick. Now it's down to Metals. 1v2. He himself has just popped that sounds as well. He's going to need to just try and get around the map, but beautiful read. Beautiful read. And Seattle take round 1.
And we talked about a player that needs to step up, make big play, and I got to give a lot of credit to Karma that round. Obviously, Octane towards the end was pretty big too, but just to get behind the enemy lines and cause that confusion, and then the patience coming out from Karma just to wait from someone from Ultra to wrap. It happened to be Methods, and you shoot him in the back. So great stuff coming out from Octane, getting all the kills, but then Karma making the smart plays as well.
Karma got some kills as well. It was 3 for Octane, 2 for Karma. So a very good first round out of Seattle Surge, but you need to see it snowball. You need to see them take that momentum and, as I mentioned, snowball it into the later rounds and try and give yourself a big lead, because Ultra, of course, as we saw earlier on, very talented when it comes to Surge.
Some players above, some players below in that middle hill area. And now Karma has a couple players in front, able to find the first, trying to get out with his life. The fall damage, though, gonna be too much. The biggest enemy of Karma has always been gravity.
Yeah, hate to see it. Unfortunately for him, he will drop. Worth mentioning, Classic 2 kills, both first bloods. He's, of course, down and out in this round, and Seattle Surge will be fighting a 3v3 as Slacked actually finds Looney. And here's a quick glance at his perspective. Can he try and maybe make a play? Oh, so close, yet so far. Metals shuts him down. Cammy also finds Octane. And this round may already be over, or will it? App finds 1, can't scurry away. We're tied 1-1 in Game 5.
And just a little bit of lack of patience out of Slack there, right? Like, makes the big play, gets so deep in the enemy's spawn, but then it's just a little bit busy switching weapons and not quite prepared for the gunfight. And, well, Metals obviously knew exactly where he needed to look, so as soon as he gets cleaned up, it makes it that much easier for the Ultra to pull off the round win. Nice little bounce back. You don't want to give too much momentum to the Surge. And again, shout out to Gravity just for shutting Karma down, because once again, he almost made the play.
Slow start for Enable. 0-2 as it stands. Be important for him to try and turn that around here in the Game 5. Of course, he will be carrying Bomb, though, for Seattle Surge. Just kick things off on board with Looney, who may have just spotted a few players trying to go through mid. How can he respond, though? Metals, of course, has been tagged up. First blood this time for Cammy. Karma will fall. Toronto Ultra with the advantage.
Big kills, and you can see right now the strategy for Surge is just to play for picks. Metals heard that door open up. You know he's got players underneath, and he's actually sending his teammates to look for those gunfights. Seeing the feed after he was able to pick up Classic. Octane, though, if that player peeks, he might have one opportunity to hit this shot.
Or at least set up maybe a teammate flanking, but he doesn't even need to wait. A beautiful shot. Bear in mind, though, Enable actually team killed App with the nade. So what could have been a big advantage there for Seattle is instantly nullified. 3 versus 3. Octane looking to maybe push through.
Octane, of course, trying to make the play. And, of course, for the Ultra, well, Metal's able to stay alive, which is big because he's got a teammate on the flank. That's going to be Cammy coming around. Cammy, again, just wants to play patient to see if he can wait for the Surge to make a mistake. The nade might give away his positioning, so he doesn't want to just fly out and challenge because he's got 2 teammates up top for the help.
And the problem Enable has right now is he doesn't want to commit to planting the bomb because they don't really know if the flank is safe enough just yet. Still 3 versus 3, 35 seconds. He's going to pop that silence, and this could just be a very fast rotation. I love this. As long as you're quick, the question is, how long will it take before Toronto sniff this out? Because there's already one player at the top of your screen rotating. That's going to be Looney.
I was going to say, Looney, the smart man, he's Johnny on the spot. He's already going to be there, and I think Looney has dead silence popped as well, so Enable doesn't even go.
Oh, no.
The question is, does he get spotted? Looney does get traded out, though. 13 seconds left, the Ultra. They got to sprint to this site, but Octane, the cutoff man, or Slack, excuse me, able to pick up a kill, but now the 1v1.
Cammy versus Octane. Cammy spots him and evaporates Octane. The defuse will come through. It was big play, really, from Seattle Surge to cut off mid-map. A fantastic rotation. Looney, of course, sniffed it out. Such a good read from him, basically saying, guys, we've been here for 40 seconds, okay? They've not planted the bomb. You two stay. I'm going to wrap, see if I can pick off a kill. It was such an important win, just shutting down Enable, buying his teammates a little bit of extra time on their rotation.
God, and that right there, if memory serves, the most popular gun in this game, even for public matches, is the M4. Throw on the MP5. Just give it a shot, man. The gun can shred. That is not a gunfight you're used to seeing Octane lose if he's got it pre-aimed, but Cammy, the confidence just rips him through. And what a big round, because Surge, they were making the plays on the rotation.
Yes, they were.
And I will say it will help if Enable kills the enemy rather than his teammates.
That was obviously a little bit of a misplay that came through. The grenade kill that, I believe it was Apathy that fell. But speaking of Enable, here's a quick glance at his POV. Just trying to put some shots down. App will find first blood. It's Metals that goes down, and Enable will have a fight to deal with. He loses that, by the way, as we quickly switch over towards App. Looney falls as well. Cammy and Methods, 2v3. Have fun. 2v2.
2v2, and they should be able to get this bomb down effectively for free. Surge does have at least one, if not both, the players rotating back towards the site. Now, of course, they're going to go, and well, you have Ultra fairly spread. Just playing for the information. If you don't have dead silence, you are going to get hurt.
So Methods was watching to see if anyone was going to go through the flank, but he's going to have to give that up. And instead, if he watches mid-map, he may find one. Meanwhile, Octane trying to go for the retake. He's going to spot Cammy, and Cammy gets the better of him 2 rounds in a row. Now, the 1v2. Slack desperately trying to hunt down Toronto Ultra. 20 seconds left. And unfortunately for him, COD timing not in his favor. A few moments where you thought maybe he might spot him. Not the case. Toronto give themselves a 2-round cushion. Now up 3-1 here in Game 5.
And Cammy has been on point. I think a lot of people, when they see that players like Brack and Vance are on the bench, are thinking like, well, them over Cammy, really? But he's been stepping up so far. He's been looking great. A couple gunfight wins against Octane, and even still, the positioning was perfect. I'm pretty sure he just heard Octane creeping his way up the steps, guns him down, and is now 8-2, having a fantastic performance.
And again, so important to your point. It's not just you know, a couple of kills here and there. It's the big kills that count.
Yes.
That round, the round before, the 1v1 for the round win. Cammy having a fantastic
Couple
Game
first
5.
bloods as well.
Yeah, exactly that. Kick things off this round though. Forward with Methods. And that push is going to come very, very quickly. Apathy will find one. Karma instantly there for the second. Seattle Surge flying forward.
That's the opening shot as well. Slack going to take some damage, makes Methods easy for the cleanup kill, but Apathy able to find another. Methods trying to make the play, does not connect, and those are the gunfights that seal the deal. Cammy, for all the hype he's been given, has found himself in a 1 versus 4.
I can see him doing it.
I disagree.
I still believe.
Good luck with this. I mean, they don't even have to play. They got 1 minute and 12. Cammy's going to be forced to make a play. They have literally everything they possibly need covered, completely locked down, and the bomb gets planted. 43 seconds. I mean, find a way to honestly just jump off the map. Not entirely necessary. He can hang out and let his dead silence build, but there's no hope in this 1v4.
This round over. Cammy, of course, concedes, and as Chen's mentioned, he's just going to wait, build up that dead silence once again. I think he actually popped at the very beginning of this round, so for him, it's not necessarily, oh, I don't want to die, it's going to affect my stats. No, it is playing the long game here and waiting for that dead silence once again to refill.
And so again, just to kind of highlight TP's point that he made right before this match started, is in Surge. He wants to just see the Surge group up on offense, play together, and make aggressive plays.
Let's
the
see what
very
Cammy
first
is.
round of the game.
Or actually is Cammy.
Hanging out.
He's just chilling.
Reading the book if you can.
Big chilling.
Look, man, you enjoy the corner. You don't want to be like Michael B. Jordan. You camp in a spot you want when the round ends, but Either way, just to highlight the TP point, because again, the genius that he is, the 2 rounds so far that we've seen the Surge have success on are 2 offensive rounds where they group up together, where they play hyper aggressive, and they just make the trades. And so long as Enable doesn't team kill, they don't even need him to get a kill. They're happy to do this when he just holds this bomb.
Well, he hasn't got a kill so far. He's 0-4. It's Apathy 6-3, Karma 5-3, Octane 6-3. Slack struggling a little bit here, 2-5. But what is basically a 4 versus 5. Seattle Surge kept it relatively close, Jess.
Kept it relatively close, but now the Ultra trying to make sure that they bump up this lead to another 2-round swing. A bunch of pressure over towards construction site, and well, Apathy for the moment is the lone man, but Surge, they got a couple players that can think about the flank as well.
And to your point, App is huge here. If he can find at least one, trade out his own life, that would be massive. Here's a quick glance at what he sees. I think he may have sniffed out the Toronto push. Well, he does now. A couple of shots go down. Slack first blood. Enable finally gets on the board. Methods will fall. Karma set up a cheeky little flank here as well. This looks as if, honestly, Seattle might be able to tie things up here, Chance.
The Surge have a complete pinch on this hill. They have the man advantage. We have seen a near 3v5 from the Ultra back on Gunrunner. They're going to need some of that magic again if they want any hope of winning this round.
I believe that was Apathy's dead silence, though, that just came to an end. So he is still around the site, but he's going to have to be a little careful as Classic puts the moves on Octane. Hap instantly there to trade, though, doing his job. 3v2. Somehow, this round is actually looking maybe a little closer than it should have been. Metals and Looney up for Toronto Ultra, and I mean, Apathy's been so close to spotting me. Finally, we'll see Looney picks up the kill, gets away with his life. Teammate there for the final kill. Seattle Surge tie it up, 3-3.
It's so well played by Apathy towards the end. He can see the pressure. He knows that player's on the door. He knows he should just get out with his life and play safe, but as he's doing that, he's like, actually, the Ultra player is going to have to make a play. I know he's going to come at me aggressive. Let's just take the gunfight. He makes the perfect read and now has tied things up for the Surge. And now back on offense. We get a C. Do they have another strat cooked up? They've sent 4 players through mid-map. They've sent the entire team towards B. They've had success on offense. They're trying it once again.
I was going to say, I don't think it really matters where they go. Just go as a team, right? Just keep that fast-paced tempo. As Octane's going to pull out the sniper rifle. Does he spot anything mid-map? No is the answer, but he, of course, can rotate that across to maybe a better line of sight. Still waiting for first blood.
Well, again, the 2 offensive rounds that the Surge won was when they played aggressive.
Looney's going to get
losses
the
when they played for picks. And now, of course, when you talk about picks, Looney might have a sniper battle against Octane.
I don't even think it's going to be much of a battle, to be honest. If he keeps aiming there, he's going to spot Octane around about now. And, oh, never mind. Never mind. How Octane even saw him, I don't know, but it's 2 kills in quick succession for Seattle Surge, and Methods responds with 2 of his own, but instantly the trade's there for Toronto Ultra. Metals surely should fall here, but no, somehow gets away with his life. 2 versus 2. Karma and Enable versus Cammy and Metals.
Question is it really a 2 versus 2?
No, it is. And Enable's got his 2nd kill. He's 2-5.
Oh, okay, yeah, 2 versus 2 then. The bomb over towards the B site and Ultra. Well, they're working on an effective pinch. You see both players just making sure that this bomb does not get rotated out of sight.
Of course, Enable was in this same spot a few rounds prior, and if you remember, he waited for his dead silence and then rotated. Is that maybe going to be in the back of Toronto Ultra's minds? I don't think it is. Bomb goes down. Now, how do you retake if you're Toronto? May start here with Metals. And it's already been spotted. It's Karma, but nade in hand. Can he get the stick? What a nade! And it's enough! Enable, a big 1v2. You can put everything behind you. The slow start here. If you can clutch up, he finds the first, but instantly the trade comes through for Metals. And Ultra go 4-3 up.
You talk about the syntax coming out from
That
Cammy.
was beautiful. Perfect.
Perfect as it could possibly be. And the funny thing is, we actually saw Karma started throwing shoulders. He goes for the pre-fire. As soon as he stops with the pre-fire, he takes cover, expecting the player to return it. So Karma basically did everything right. Cammy just did everything perfect. Or Metals, excuse me.
And there, of course, a look at that final kill. A much better game of Search and Destroy. I know.
And you know,
great game 5.
Just to backtrack, by the way, a little bit. By the way, that round, the Surge, I think, got the first 2 kills. Like, that was a 3v5, and it was just instant. Every single time they play aggressive on offense, we've had success. Every time they play for picks, even when they get the picks, less success. Just saying. I'm just saying.
Still, Toronto Ultra with the advantage. 4 rounds to 3. And as you can see, this time for Ultra, they're going to be a little aggressive over towards bridge side, pushing over towards A. Metals will be the first to try and fly through. There's a player to his right. Oh, Lord, Karma, I thought you might lose that. A fight you simply can't, but he gets the first blood, but instantly, again, Toronto there to trade out the numbers.
I think Apathy is going to be on top of this construction site, but he's got to wait for his teammates to come back to him before making a crazy play, and this bomb is going to get planted. Pressure's on the Surge.
Octane's popped that silence as well. Can he use that to maybe try and put himself in a good spot? Apathy, of course, above. As you mentioned, Chance, he finds methods. So, Cammy and Looney up for Toronto. Apathy, Octane slapped up for Seattle. That's a big win for App. Can he find one more? Again, pop that dead silence. Wanted to be very, very quick. Cammy is still alive. His mid-map is even going to get close to the bomb. I don't think he's going to be able to get there in time. The bomb defused. Seattle tied up once again. 4-4.
And Apathy making huge plays over in this construction site. And if not him, Octane with the M4 knows to check his corners. And that's the second time we've seen the man who's checking that corner, the man who's playing more aggressive, wins the fight. The Peaker's advantage reigning supreme.
This could do wonders for Seattle and their confidence. If they're able to win this, of course, it would put them at 1-1 on launch weekend. Apathy is 11-4. A truly great game 5 out of him. On the flip side, top performer Cammy 8-4 for Toronto. But we're going to really start with Apathy. I think that's a perfect idea because, as we said, he has been on form here in the Search and Destroy.
Similar setup once again we've seen from the Surge, just playing for picks. They got a bit of a map spread. And there you go, Octane, first blood. We've seen it before, we'll see it this time, but now no sniper. He has the M4.
And it's worth mentioning, this round, Seattle have played very, very passively. All of them just waiting, find the first blood, and then when they get that dead silence chance, that's when they're going to make the move.
And now, of course, they really just need to group up and sort of make a play, right? Because, like, look at number 7 on the minimap, Metals, for example. He's in a corner, but if 2 players hit him, at best, you're really expecting him to only get 1 and get his life traded away. And as long as Surge get these trades, they should be able to win this round. They just have to make sure they group up properly.
Problem is, Metals has been playing pretty well. He's at 6-6 now, obviously, but I wouldn't put it past him to maybe find a double kill as the utility starts being thrown. It's a little bit of a giveaway for Toronto where they're going to be pushing. There's Metals, but instantly Karma with the trade. Perfect play out of Seattle. At 4 versus 3, unfortunately for Karma. And nade hits him, and Apathy once again trying to put the numbers back in Seattle's favor. You should know there's a player right up there. Will he find him? Yes, he will. App playing perfectly here in game 5.
Apathy going crazy, and that leaves Ultra in a 2v3. Got Looney trying to be quiet to hunt Apathy down, and Apathy might be aware.
I think the problem is they'd love to maybe rotate this out to A, but they've used their dead silence already, or a fair few of them have at least. So I don't think they really have that as an option. And Toronto Ultra, they're collapsing straight in. Cammy will find Slack. That was the player planting the bomb. That needs to be traded. It is. Now it's down to Looney. With just 13 seconds left, he could really play spoiler here. There's 1, there's 2! Looney with the 1v2 clutch. The bomb was planted, but they had no idea where he was coming from. And Toronto put themselves at match point.
In 2 games in a row where Looney just making the patient play. We saw it in the hard point where he's hanging out inside the house over on the open hill on Cave, and he's just oh so patient. He was behind enemy lines in this situation for 30 seconds. He doesn't get over aggressive, doesn't go too crazy to hunt Apathy down. He lets his teammate make the play, and as soon as they make that play and kill the rest of the Ultra, they never expect him to be in that top building because he never went to kill Apathy. Smart plays once again from El Capitan.
It's just funny watching him just crouch walk. Of course, he didn't have dead silence himself, so he's just trying to be as quiet as possible. App still leads the way for Seattle at 12-5. Looney may only be 4-8, but again, a massive play from him in that last round. Now, can Toronto close it out, or will we have our first round 11? Well, Octane with first blood. That's a fight surely you have to win. Classic shuts down his old teammate there and slapped him. And we're back to 4 versus 4.
Abel's almost killed a couple, but hasn't done that just yet. Nice little man advantage from the Surge, but they have struggled in the past, but Octane able to pick up the
Octane's really going off here in round number 10. That's 2 kills for him in this round alone. He's 12-6. There's another one. Classic will fall. Octane may actually be able to find an ace here if he's quick. Bomb is planted, but I think he knows exactly where the 2 remaining Toronto players are going to be. Karma's going to go for the pinch, of course, trying to make some noise. Octane may still find a kill. No, he drops. Metals all by himself. Surely he gets hunted down. There's 3 players up for Seattle. If Metals clutches this, it'd be an absolute miracle, but they've run straight past him. Metals finally falls, and we have ourselves our first Game 5, round 11.
Game 5, round 11, which is insane when you look at the stats. You got Looney, double negative, Classic, double negative. Apathy and Octane combined 26 kills. In spite of that performance, Ben, it is a round 11.
Octane just said, I'm not losing this. That's what he did that round.
Taking over.
Took over round 10. Seattle Surge, Toronto Ultra, Game 5, round 11. Here we go. It's going to be Toronto on the attacking side. They've had some success so far, but for me, the key is going to be shut down Apathy, shut down Octane.
This one round to rule them all. Ultra, they're just waiting for a pick to come in. They don't want to overextend and do anything crazy, and it can be tough when you're looking down the barrel of a potentially Octane AR or a Karma AR.
So Karma's going to be really important here for Seattle because Toronto haven't really shown anything yet in terms of where they want to push. With 30 seconds gone again, waiting, buying time for Dead Silence. But if Karma can find a first blood, will he spot him? I think he does, but his teammates are there to support. Methods, first blood advantage Toronto. That should now give Surge all the information they need. Toronto pushing in towards A. Looney shuts down Apathy as well. A big win. Surge 3v5.
They both have Dead Silence, but he opens the door, and Nable's sitting there waiting for it. Able to even out the odds just a little bit more, but pressure's still on.
And bear in mind, bomb still has not been planted just yet. It is Classic that has it in hand, and I think they may be trying to bait out Surge to maybe panic a little bit and push through, but Surge is just being so patient. And also, if you keep your eye on the minimap, the bottom side on the right-hand side, I believe, Cammy going on a crazy flank.
And he needs to move because his teammates are falling, and Able finding another kill.
They don't know he's there, though, which is going to be so problematic. Cammy could be a spoiler here to what could be a Seattle Surge comeback. I mean, you see it there, number 6 on the minimap. Slacked, I don't think so.
No, he got spotted. The arrows moved. Now you see all the Surge players swarming, looking for him. Cammy gets red. Octane sniffed him out. Slack with the perfect call out.
With 15 seconds left, bomb goes down. It's Looney and Classic still alive for Toronto. Octane, Slacked, and Enable up for Seattle Surge. They need to retake the site. Time ticking. Octane first to the party. Players just to the other side of the door. One's on the stairs. Big win from Classic. The trade doesn't come through. Enable, does he go straight for the challenge, or does he wait for his next teammate to come through? Well, the fight's up top. Slacks one trade, goes for the challenge. Looney shuts him down. Enable for the 1v1.